Yeah, the reason why I'm sharing this information with you guys, because I don't want you guys to be like 17 thinking about getting your dream car. If you don't have the money for it, don't get it. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, I just want to document my journey, how I'm going to get rid of it, right? So basically, boom, I financed this car. The vehicle in total was $39,000, right? But I was upside down 10,000, basically like $10,000. I traded my old Kia, and I didn't know, the dealership didn't tell me that the Kia's been in a lot of accidents. It hit a motorcycle, it hit a person. Like, they didn't tell me none of this shit when I got the Kia. I'm thinking like nothing's wrong with the Kia. It hasn't been in no car crashes. I asked him, he said no. So I'm thinking everything's okay, which was cap. Everything was not okay. But it is what it is. I financed it for 14. What is it called? It's called APR, something like that. 14%. I financed that for that, and my loan was $46,000, right, y'all?
Oh man, there's a lot to dig out of this one. There is a lot going on. She just said, what is that APR? Yeah, I financed at 14%. Wait, what? You financed at how much? 14%? Man, so the one thing I think is, I think this younger generation, they need mandatory finance classes in high school. They need to understand what interest rate means, what credit score means, what APR means. They need to understand this, because this is bad. This is real bad. This young lady doesn't even understand what APR in that 14%. Guys, make sure you leave a like down below. Let's keep going.
Almost 2 years later, the car is still, I still have $40,000 on the car. So basically, I've been paying for fucking what? I want to tell you guys, but I don't want to show you guys my VIN number. But like, deadass, y'all, like, this shit is crazy, y'all. It's crazy. Like, how do I show you guys without telling you guys too much? Look.
14.06% for a $46,000 car. Holy moly. Guys, this is insanity. That is highway robbery. Whoever signed you up for that and you actually signed your name on that loan is crazy to me. That's crazy. So I want to show you guys really quick. So I was pulling up just to see before I jumped in. I was like, let me check a 2021 Jeep Cherokee, right? So look at the prices of these Jeeps right here. You got 18,000, 50,000 miles, 56,000 miles. You don't want to go that high, but look at this, 26,000 miles, $23,000. Not that bad. And if you want to go to something a little more fancier, where is the Grand Cherokees? I don't see them here. There, right here. Here's a Grand Cherokee. This is the one I have. I have a newer model, I believe, but this is the one I have. 30,000, right? So if we were to just throw this in a loan calculator really quick. So $46,000, interest rate at 14.0%. Let's calculate. You're paying $22,000 in interest on top of this. So you're now paying roughly $68,000 and some change for a car that's worth $20,000, and you are perpetually trapped. So if you would focus on building better credit, getting a high credit score so you can get a low interest rate amount, let's just say what I got for my interest, 4% on, let's do $30,000 car instead of a $46,000. Oh man, you'll be paying like everybody else that does everything right in America with credit. This is what's going to harm you extremely bad, is this. Even a $30,000 car at 14% is still very high. So, guys, that is very important. And this is something the young generation really needs to learn. They need to learn credit, they need to learn interest, they need to be educated.
It's crazy. And it's like, this shit is just like, me struggling right now. My mom doesn't know I'm struggling. My mom is struggling too. And it's just like, it's hard because like, I've been making the ends meet with DoorDash. If it wasn't for DoorDash, I wouldn't even be able to eat. And it's like, this car is on my dad's name and it's on my name. So I don't want to fuck up my dad's credit. My dad's trying to get a house. He just got a house. He sold his house and now he wants to get another house. I don't want to mess up his car, like his credit, because my dad have really good credit, like 700. This car is on my name, is my dad's name.
So 700 credit score is not great credit. It's okay, it's good, but it's not. It could go much higher than that. And it needs to go much higher than that. But what you've done, young lady, you have definitely ruined your dad's credit because of the fact that the vehicle itself is not worth $70,000. So even if you were to ride out your loan, and I don't know how long your terms are on the loan, I just put 72 months, but even if you were to ride out the loan, you are going to be paying $70,000 for that car, and it's going to be a perpetual cycle of why am I paying for this car? Things are going to go wrong with the car, especially if you're using it to DoorDash. You're going to have maintenance problems. You're going to have engine problems. And if you are already penny pinching to try to make ends meet and eat, owning a car with a $1,200 car note is not the play. And the reason why I say $1,200 because, yeah, the car note may be $978, but what about insurance? You forgot about that, didn't you? On a 2021 Jeep, you're talking roughly $200, $250 full coverage. We don't do liability. That's just a waste of money. So full coverage, you're talking $250 a month, and now you're at $1,200 for that car. And that is extremely hard if you're single, you don't have a career because you are door dashing. It's a trap. At this point, my personal suggestion would be surrender the car. Surrender the car, see what the bank will do to wipe some of the balance off. And that's it. That's all you can do. And then you'll be left, of course, with a situation where you still have to pay $25,000 for a loan that you signed up for. It's a perpetual thing, and I hope the young generation, I hope the Gen Zs, I hope you guys see this video. I'm not an old man. I'm not an old fart, guys. I've made these mistakes and I've corrected them. I've raised my credit score extremely high. I've focused and I've learned. And sometimes you just need someone to tell you the right way. Guys, before you go buy a new car, before you want to show out for your friends, your colleagues, your family, please raise your credit. There's so many different options to raise your credit, from a secure credit card to utilizing the Self app to putting small bills in your name that you have to pay because you have to survive. Guys, there's so many different things. I have so many different ways that I did it, and I'll be more than happy to share all of that with you guys. But please, before you go get that car, go get a used car that you could pay cash for and ride that car till the wheels fall off. Once they fall off and you've built your credit and you have a stable income career, cars aren't cheap. Cars take careers. You can't go run and get a $50,000 car and not have $50,000 coming in a year. That's just not even a thing.